Namo Namaha. Andariki Namaskaramulu. Today is a good day for all of us that we are starting a new course, the 5th batch of certificate course on Sanatana Dharma. We have already completed 4 courses and this is the 5th course. We will start the proceedings with singing national song, Vande Mataram, and then Prarthana. After that, we will proceed with our program. I request Chala Chittibabu Garu to recite Vande Mataram, please.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujala Sufala Malaya Jasitalam Sasya Syamalam Mataram Vande Mataram Subrajosna Pulakitayaminim Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhinim Suhasinim Sumadhura Bhashinim Sukhadam Varadam
I'm not able to hear.
Mataram Vande Mataram Vande Mataram. Namaskar.
Vande Mataram. ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు. Now I request Chavali Vishalakshi garu to chant Prarthana, please.
Pranams to all. Let us meditate for a minute. Gently close your eyes. Sit erect. Bring your attention to your body. Relax your body and mind. And focus on your breath. Now we will chant Omkara for 3 times. Om. 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 Om Gananan Tva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavin Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashranvanotibisida Sadanam. Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Om Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhirvajinivati Deenamavitrayavatu. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Gurureva Gatir Gurumeva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave. Na Guroh Paramam Shishurasmi Guroho Matirasti Gurau Mama Pahi Guru. Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalaspatikakrutim Adharam Sarva Vidyanam हयग्रीवमुपास्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं कर्वावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्
ధన్యవాదములండి చావలి విశాలాక్షి గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్. నౌ I'll pause the recording for a minute. Okay, thank you Vishalakshi garu. Now I'll invite the guests, our chief guest Swamini ji. She is here with us, so let us all welcome her.
Namaste, Hari Om.
Namaste.
Namaste ji. And our patron of Veda Samskruti Samiti and of this course, and also he is advisor to us. Thank you for joining us, Swamini ji. And now I welcome Prabhakar Rao garu. He is the president of Veda Samskruti Samiti and patron of this course. Let us welcome him.
Namaste. Namaste to all.
Yeah,
Namaste.
thank you for joining in. Now our academic director, CSR Prabhu garu. He is the DG of ex-DG of NIC and the academic director of this course, and he is the chairman of Vishwa Yoga Vidyapeeth. You will be interacting with him more. Thank you for joining in, Prabhu garu. And let me highlight all. Okay, now our Vice President of Sanatana Dharma, Dr. Vishalakshi garu. She will be also taking a lot of classes on Sanatana Dharma. Let us welcome her.
Thank you.
And now let us request Prabhakar Rao garu to give welcome address, please.
Hari Om. Gananam tva ganapativam havamahe kavin kavida upavasravastavam jyeshtarajam brahmanan brahmanaspada anasranvannotavis siddhasadanam Om Mahaganadhipataye namaha. Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhirvajinivati Dhinama Vitriyavatu Om Mahasaraswache namaha. Asato ma tadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya murchorma amrutangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Matrudevo Bhava, Pitrudevo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Atithi Devo Bhava. Om Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Harihi Om. Sarvebhya Namaskaraha. Sarvebhya स्वागतं व्याहरामि नमस्कारं स्वामिनि महोदय नमस्कारं प्रभु महोदय नमस्कारं उषालक्ष्मी महोदय नमस्कारं बाबू महोदय चला चला चिट्टिबाबु महोदय ललिता महोदय सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः आह्वानित सर्वेभ्यः सभ्याः सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारं व्याहरामि Now we have successfully completed 4 batches of this course and we are entering 5th batch and it is a very good sign and last Sofa Krutanama Samstan has produced very good batches of this course as well as we started a youth course also and completed it recently. So we are very much in progress in this line and every batch we are seeing a new development and active participation of the students. And this batch also we have started now Sanskritam also include along with other Sanatana Dharma courses and yoga. And this is being I hope this will be taken with more enthusiasm and spirit. I request everybody to take this opportunity and spread the knowledge of Sanatana Dharma to be percolated to the future generations. With these few words, I request, we're already, because of various problems, internet problems probably, we already got delayed. I request the organizers to take over. Dhanyavadaha, namaskara.
Thank you, J.H. Rao garu. Thank you for the welcome address. Now, let us welcome Swamini ji and request her to give her blessings, please.
Om Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Om Bhadram Karne Vishrunuyama Devaah Bhadram Pashye Makshabhiryajatraah Shrirangai Sustuvagum Sastanobhi Vashema Devahi Yadayuhu Swastina Indra Vruddhashravah Swastina Pusha Vishwavedaah स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. Thank you very much for inviting me as chief guest for this inaugural function. I'm very happy that we are starting the first level, 5th course. And I'm very happy so many students are there, young and old, from our Bharata and abroad also. So I welcome all of you for this course. We need to understand this Sanatana Dharma because Dharma in our culture is not religion. We have misunderstood this word that Dharma means religion. Religion means Dharma Pantha. In Sanatana Dharma, we need to understand what is Dharma. And with this understanding, if we can live our life, that's why we give the definition of Veda. What is Veda? Veda has 2 things, view of life and way of life. So it's not that somebody has to become a sadhu, somebody has to give up the grahastha life and then he can follow Sanatana Dharma. Actually, Sanatana Dharma is the only one which allows grahastha also to be a sadhu, which allows grahastha also to get the liberation. All other religion, you have to give up everything, whether it's a Jainism or Buddhism, you have to give up all grahastha, grahastha dharma, and you have to become sadhu. But that's not the case in Sanatana Dharma, because Sanatana Dharma gives you the way of life, how you conduct in the world, how you conduct your personal life, how you are relating with the people, how you are transacting in this world. In Ashtanga Yoga also, that's why the first two angas are Yama and Niyama. You don't need to cut off yourself from the world. You can be in the world, you can live your life, and you can learn also Shastra. And therefore, we are all trying our best to get more and more students to have this understanding. Because mostly our Hindu dharma, we take it as a Shraddha. And that is also faith. But faith is not the translation of word Shraddha. We have to understand this all properly. What is Shraddha? We have to understand. I believe in God, that's one thing. We don't have that belief. The Lord is to be known. Bhagavan also says in Gita, Asamshayam samagramam yathagnasyasi tatshrunu. Arjun, may you listen to me. All these 6 chapters, Arjun was listening to Bhagavan. But in 7th chapter, again Bhagavan is Shrunu. Why? Because he's changing the topic. And he said, may you listen to me the way you can understand me. So that's why for us, Bhagavan is not the subject for the faith, subject for the belief. Bhagavan is to be known. And Bhagavan very nicely stated, he gave very bold statement. That is the beauty of Sanatana Dharma. Bhagavan very boldly said that once you know me, Yajnatva bhuyaha gnatavyam na vashishya. Having known me, Arjun, there won't be anything else to be known in this world. So we need to say that this is something which is a knowledge. For us, Sanatana Dharma is a knowledge. Even Veda, when we say, Veda means what? It's a body of knowledge. Even the Veda, the word comes from the vid, to know. The dhatu, the root which is for this word Veda, is the root is a vid to know. But we have converted whole Sanatana Dharma into belief. So we need to understand. That's why we are conducting this kind of the courses, so people can understand that this is something to be known, something to be understand, something to be inculcated in our life. It is a part of our life. Satyam Vada is a part of our life. Dharmam Chara is a part of our life. And therefore, I'm very happy that we are starting this 5th batch. I pray to God that let us have more and more such courses. First batch, when we complete, then few students will be there, those who are ready for the second one. After second batch, those who are ready for the third, we can go for the third one also. So I request all these students that don't stop at the first level. We are going to have a second level and third level also. So this is not the end. This is the starting point to understand Sanatana Dharma, where you will get all the briefing of this Sanatana Dharma will be there. And we are happy that we have CSR Prabhu Garu with us, who is taking so much pain to teach us. And so I pray to God that let us have more and more teachers, let us have more and more students who can understand Sanatana Dharma and can spread this message to the world. Om Tat Sat.
ధన్యవాదాలు ధన్యవాదములండి స్వామిజీ.
Oh.
Now I'll briefly touch upon our course details with the help of a short PPT. I hope you all can see this. This is the 5th batch of basic level 1 certificate course in Sanatana Dharma. And starting from today, it will continue till 28th June 2024. And the courses on the Sanatana Dharma have started in 2022 with the blessings of Kanchi Shankaracharyaji. We have gone there to him and taken his blessings with and got the book approved by him, the prospectus, and he has blessed us for the success of the conduct of these courses. With his blessings, we have conducted 4 basic level courses successfully, fully subscribed. And for those people, we have conducted one advanced level course, which is also fully subscribed of 100 people and successfully completed. Then we have noticed that the youth are not participating. So we have taken another initiative to start a course for youth who are less than 30 years, those who are in colleges, and also young parents. So that has started in December and just finished 2 days back. So there were some challenges of students attending the classes, but nevertheless, the course was successfully completed. Now, we are on the, again, basic level course, 5th batch. We are also thinking of having one more course on IKS, Indian Knowledge Systems, based on the syllabus from IICTE. So that will almost ready. It will be conducted during evening times, focusing mainly on the students and also young couples who are, will be responsible for grooming up the young children. So with this success story, let us proceed with our course. I have made a small analysis of this course. There are 175 people who have registered for this, and we have vacancies of 100 only. So we have admitted 121 in spite of 100 over capacity. And then we could not admit another 54 because the timings are not very suitable to them. They wanted evening classes, and morning classes are not very suitable to them. And mostly these people are the teachers from the schools. They have registered for this. They have a union of teachers union. We have approached them and they have registered, but their timings are not very suitable. Probably we will ask them to attend the evening class, which we are going to start shortly. And another analysis I made, the males and females. Though this ratio is slightly towards males so far, but it is now a little more towards that. Is 1/3 are women, females, and 2/3 are males. And another analysis I made for those who are age-wise, those who are less than 30 years or 17, it is always like that only. And those who are more than 60 years is also around this figure. But there is a slight shift towards this bracket of 31 to 60. So the more people are in this bracket and less in this and less in this also. Okay, now let's go to academics. So this is the standard syllabus we have been following for all these courses, right from the first course, and the teachers are also the same, and the syllabus is also same. So it is a repetition of the previous courses. So you can always take the pre-course knowledge from the previous students. In case of you have any doubts or you want to make notes or something like that. But in addition, we have one course which we have added to the syllabus, that is Samskrutam language. So there was some feedback in the last 4th batch, strong feedback, and we have taken a decision that we add a small module of Sanskritam language at the level of Pravesha of Samskrita Bharati. So those who have done it, it will be a revision, but those who have not done it, you will be ready to appear for the exam of Pravesha. That I think will be 6 monthly. After attending this course, you will be ready for that. Of course, you will have to do a lot of your homework. And also, Veda Samskruti Samiti conducts, his president H.P. Rao Garu and our Sanatana Dharma vice president Vishalash Garu, they are conducting coaching classes for those examinations at all the 4 levels, right from Pravesha to Kovida. So, and most of you in the participants must have gone through that and passed some examinations. It is a revision for those people. And so you can join those courses which are being conducted by Prabhakar Rao Garu and Vishalakshi Garu, so that you get prepared for the exams. And we have another 14 people who will be teaching you various topics which are mentioned here. Especially Dr. C.S.R. Prabhu Garu, who will be taking very, very important topics like now he is going to introduce you today, Sanatana Dharma, then he takes Upanishads, Darshana, Sumana Shastra, and then Bhagavad Gita and some research topics. And mostly 1 month of yoga class during the 4th month. And then we have Visalakshi Garu, who will be teaching you Bhagavad Gita, Sanatana Dharma, Swadha Samaskarams. And you have any doubts on these topics, you can consult her. And we have any very, very expert faculty, like they are well established in this field, Ravi Prakash Arya Garu, and then Krishna Murari Tripathi is from BHU, Varanasi, and then Sundari Garu, she's a doctorate in astrology, and then we have V.B. Raj Garu is a orthopedist, doctor, medical doctor. Kishore Garu is Ayurvedic doctor, and then Gautamji, Dr. Gautamji, he will teach you Vedic mathematics, and Karanam Nagaraja Rao Garu, he will teach additional values and Sanatana Dharma in Mahabharata with the help of short stories and then moral of the stories. It will be very interesting. And again, Ananda Padmarabha Garu, he will touch upon the various characters and their analysis in Ramayana. And then we have Shravan Kumar Garu, he will be touching upon the Vastu. And then there is some research going on Homam. What are the effects of Homam on the environment? Brahmadatta Arya, he will be touching upon that. And we have Brijbhushan Purohit and Ravi Kumar, who will be assisting Prabhu Garu in taking yoga classes. So this is the faculty, and it is very, very interesting. Lot of good feedback from the previous classes, and I wish that you will get the best out of them during this course also. And you see, some guidelines I have already given you during yesterday's orientation. I'm not going to repeat it now. The syllabus and general guidelines and training program already given. There will be a question answer session at the end of each session. So if the speaker permits, you can ask questions in between. Otherwise, keep them reserved for question answer session. And we have online examination. You will have practice and also final examinations. Enough of it in guidance, you will get it. And then you have Saturday, the weekends, we have a webinar from distinguished speakers at 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And we have the organizers webinar planner and controller, Challa Chittibabu Garu. And he has been interacting with you even today and yesterday also. So he will be the first touch for all of you. Anything you have a problem, you can get in touch with him. And then we have a course coordinator, Lilita Krishna Garu, and course administrator. I am the course administrative director, and I am available to you 24/7. I am the one who has been interacting with you right from the beginning. Once you registered, I, in fact, got in touch with you and gave you the PIN number, and after that, completed the admission formalities. Now, you all know me. And then we have Dr. CSR Prabhu Garu, who will be also available to you all the time. You can get in touch with him in case of any doubt on the contents of this course. He is the academic director of this course. So the patron is HP Rao Garu. He will be taking your Sanskritam classes, and also is available to you for any advice. And with this, I thank you for patiently listening to the analysis I have done about this course. And now let us request our Vice President, Sanatana Dharma, Dr. Vikalakshmi Garu. She is the professor from OU, teaching Sanskrit and related subjects. She is a doctorate in Upanishads and did a lot of research on that. So let us welcome her and request her say a few words.
Om Sri Mahaganathipataye Namaha. Om Sri Parvati Rajarajeshwarabhyam Namaha. Om Sri Medha Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Sri Mahasaraswatye Namaha. Om Sivaya Gurave Namaha. Om Namah Sivaya cha Namah Sivaya. Vignesha Vidhi Martanda Chandrendro Pendra Vandita Namo Ganapate Tuphyam Brahmanam Brahmanaspate. Sarvebhyo Namo Namaha. We are all very happy that we are able to, by Paramatma's Anugraha, we are able to start batch after batch for coaching this Sanatana Dharma to our fellow people. All of you, though you have joined as students here in this course, all of you might be working in very high positions. Even then, among our Bharatiya, Sanatana Dharmaniya is those who are following our traditions, customs, dharma. Even then, many of them do not know what is meant by Sanatana Dharma. Many people question, what is Sanatana Dharma? We are Hindus, we are Bharatiyas, they say. So to clarify such doubts, we have started these courses. Then we must know what is Sanatana Dharma, how it started. In fact, this is the only dharma which prevailed all over the universe on the complete earth mass to all the human beings who are born. That can be proved by our history and Puranas also. And later on, because when diversity is there, automatically feelings also will be developing. Thus, several other religions came into existence. Many of them have gone away, but a few are still surviving, and they want to overpower us, our Sanatana Dharma. So we should be very careful in knowing what is our dharma, what is our duty, how to protect it by practicing it, and how to propagate it, and how to maintain world peace, national integration, we say thus, world integration. So it is our duty, because we are born in Sanatana Dharma, we are all Sanatana Dharma Anuyayis. So what is Sanatana Dharma? How vast Vaidika Vangmaya, the great knowledge we possess. So now all that introduction will be given to you completely, almost all viewpoints and almost all topics of Vaidika Vangmaya. You are going to listen now through 14 faculty members, highly educated, and they are all experts in their own fields. So all of you, because you have joined, whatever work we start, we should do with sincerity and honesty and punctuality, and with spirit and zeal, with the interest that we must gain complete profit of that. In fact, Shankara Bhagavad says it's very fortunate and very difficult to get this Manava Upadhi at all. Jentunam Narajanma Durlapamata Punsvam Tato Viprata Tasmat Vaidika Dharma Marga Parata. So that Vaidika Dharma Marga, how to travel, is being, it is inherited in us by birth. Even then, gurus, teachers must teach us how to lead our life as per our shastras to achieve all four purusharthas: dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. And moksha is the final purushartha, to reach which, to gain the perfect knowledge, is the final aim of us. Jnana devatu kaivalyam. The moment we get the real knowledge, that moment itself we become free. That is, we become Jivan Mukta. So, while living in this body, taking use of this Upadhi, we must gain the knowledge of ourselves, about the creation, about Paramatma, about our Sanatana Dharma, which is teaching all this. So, you are all very fortunate to join in this course. I congratulate all of you. And knowledge always, first we must learn. Then Athiti, Bodha, Acharana, Pracharana. Through this fourfold method, the knowledge expands and will be passing on from generation to generation, from Guru to Sishyas, from father to children, like that. So first Athiti, we must study perfectly, thoroughly, without mistakes, and right and perfect, correct knowledge should be Bodha, taught to youngsters. Then we have to put it into practice, acharana. Then we have to propagate it among the human folk. So with these few words, just I want to remain for today, and we'll be meeting tomorrow, knowing about the greatness and importance of Samskrita Bhasha. So why we have to learn, study Sanskritam, which was the only language, national language of the entire earth, all human beings, for lakhs of years. But because of the foreign rule and so many other reasons, that language, the great Devan Bhasha, is kept aside. Now awakening is coming among people also. Many people are coming forward and learning thoroughly, and they are also teaching. So tomorrow we will meet again. I thank our Veda Samskruti Samiti and Sri Akala Hemakanta Prabhakar Rao Garu, Dr. Kalnal, Dr. Amarendra Akala Amarendra Babu Garu, Dr. CSR Prepu Garu, Swamini Sadvijyananda ji, and all other members. Thank you. Swasti.
ధన్యవాదములండి. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us and giving us a few tips. Now, let us request our academic director, Dr. Prabhu Garu, CSR Prabhu Garu, to say a few words.
ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. Dear participants who have joined, and dear organizing committee members and the patron Prabhakar Rao Garu, Chief Guest Swamiji, Vishalakshi Garu, and Colonel Bob Garu, all of them have been working very hard to initiate this course. About 3 years back, I had entertained, or I had conceived this idea that the people at large who learn Sanskrit or who are generally motivated to understand the Sanskrit language literature, they are only scratching on the surface. To get a real in-depth understanding of our Hinduism, which is also known technically as Sanatana Dharma, we need a course. And believe it or not, there are no courses available. There are courses available on Bible, there are courses available on Quran, there are courses available on Buddhist studies, Jain studies. There was no course on Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma anywhere when I launched this concept. At that time, the BHU started a residential program of 3 years on Sanatana Dharma, but obviously it is not feasible for people to go. So we have millions of Hindus all over the globe who want to get a grip of Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma in a more confident or competent or comprehensive manner. So I mooted this proposal and I found the Veda Samskruti Samiti is very positive in its response to this proposal, and then we have seen full success, never going back. On the last 2 or 3 years, we have covered many batches. So this is the 5th batch of the first level. So let me give you the overall perspective of Sanatana Dharma, which is my topic today. The global history, if you take, so man has existed for about 1 lakh years, even from the anthropological point of view. So all these 1 lakh years throughout the globe, what was happening? Which religion or which culture or which way of life prevailed? Was it Islam or was it Christianity? Was it Buddhism? Was it Jainism? The answer is no, because all of them are very recent. Some of them are born today, some of them are born yesterday. And if you look at the human history, which is about 1 lakh years or more, none of these so-called religions have a history more than 2000 years or 3000 years. And what's more, recent research has shown that the narratives and the personalities described in the scriptures like Bible are mostly fictional, fictitious. This is not my research conclusion. This is a research conclusion of historians, anthropologists, and various other investigators. So the personalities, the chief personalities of the Abrahamic religions have been noticed to be fictional. That means at that point of time when they are supposed to have existed, somebody else existed in history, something else was happening. So the events described, or the personalities described, really did not prevail. For example, you take Mecca itself. It is mentioned in the Quran that Mecca is having rivers and orchards, vineyards, and so on. No such Mecca exists even today, because Mecca is a desert. So this kind of fictional descriptions have been there in various contexts of various personalities and myths in the both Bible and Quran, including Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Of course, Buddhism and Jainism have originated only in India. They are partly same as Sanatana Dharma or Hinduism. In fact, we have conducted a research study a few years back to find out what is common, if anything is common between various religious scriptures. If nothing is common, then let us accept that they are all independent and they have nothing common. So, but our investigation for about 5 to 6 years has shown, I mean, when I did this in a research project, I associated with the deep scholars, highly competent scholars of the respective religious scriptures. I've engaged around 10 different research scholars belonging to Bible, the Quran, and Buddhist sutras, Jaina sutras, who are doctorates, professors in their own fields. And finally, a common table was drawn. And what is shocking is the common table was nothing but ethics. dharma, truth, non-violence, non-stealing, non-possessiveness, and so on. Nothing else was common except dharma and some part of yoga, that is devotion, dedication, meditation, chanting, prayer, and so on. So dharma yoga was found to be the least common multiple LCM between the scriptures, across the scriptures of various religions. Because some of the religions don't accept God, like Buddhism, Jainism don't have Ishvara or God. And the religions which accept God, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, they're talking of the same God. They keep on saying one God, one God, one God, but they differ from each other. So much that they try to kill each other, if not proselytize each other, as convert. The idea of converting, otherwise destroying, is the root cause of all problems in this world. In fact, today the world is plagued by major crises. The biggest crisis is environmental crisis. Environment is going down day by day, and our survival is in big question. Because though human being has existed for about 1 lakh years, in the last 200 years of modern science and technology, the environment got so much destroyed that the survival of human race on Earth is a big question mark. How long will survive? Is it 100 years or 200 years or 500 years? What will happen after that? There are plans made that since the Earth is not going to be fit for human survival, we should all migrate to Mars or Moon. So people are making such plans. So within few hundred years, the entire environment on Earth has been so badly mutilated and mauled up and if not destroyed, that we are not able to assure our survival on this planet. What is the root cause of this? When I was giving a lecture at Germany at Munich, this question was asked to me. What is the other major cause? You can see war and terrorism. Every other day there are bomb blasts and terrorist attacks. And of course, we have two major wars going on. And one of them is rooted in religion. The other is rooted in politics of expansions. So one of the wars which is going on is based on warring parties both belonging to the same religion. And the other war is belonging to warring parties belonging to opposite religions. So what is the solution for this? Are those religions meant for only warring and killing each other? Then we have the other major crisis, the social and moral crisis. Today, the moral standards have gone so bad. In the USA, in Europe, I lived in the US for many years. I visited Europe many times. And even in India of late, the moral standards of young men and women are going down so badly that it is difficult to get a boy or girl who does not smoke or drink to get married. Not only boy, even girl. I was surprised to see, and somebody told me, they're not able to find girls who don't smoke and drink. I was shocked. That was the case with boys some time back. And go to the pubs, all the celebrities of the world, they are into drugs, they are drug addicts. And marriages in US and Europe are continuously breaking down. Only in India, there is some chance of survival of a marriage. Why there is so much of crisis? There is so much of directionlessness. In fact, most of the youth today, they don't know what is the purpose of their life. They will be carried away with drugs or guns or even say any other ideologies. So this kind of major crisis we are facing. And there is no need to bring a war to destroy the human society. The human society can destroy itself by itself. It's a suicidal tendency. And on the other side, we have the nuclear threat. Rogue nations like Pakistan having nuclear bombs, they can destroy the whole world anytime if they want to, or even North Korea. So we are sitting on an explosive mine. Anything can happen at any time. At the individual level, at the organizational level, at the societal level, at the national level, the international level, global level. And nobody knows what is the solution. In fact, I will ask the question, what is the cause of all this? The only answer I could give in Germany is that adharma is the cause. Because we can see adharma is the root cause of all destruction, all nemesis, all crisis, all types of crisis. So what is the solution? If there is a solution, it is opposite of adharma, the opposite of the cause, and that is dharma. And the word dharma comes from the root dhru, which is to sustain or uphold or support. So a set of sustainability principles, environmental sustainability, social sustainability, economic sustainability, moral sustainability, and life sustainability of life. What are those principles which will ensure sustainability? That set of principles which ensure sustainability is called dharma. The word sanatana simply means eternal, beginningless, and endless. Because these values, they cannot be born at one time and die at another time. So, in fact, even the Supreme Being is birthless and deathless. Dharma and dharmi. In the Vishnu Sahasranama, there is a word called dharmi. The Supreme Being is nothing but the one who has dharma. Dharma is manifested or the Supreme Being. Supreme Being manifests as dharma. So if you understand dharma, if we adopt dharmic way of life, we do everything according to dharma, then we can be sustained. We'll be able to survive. So the message coming out clearly from Mahabharata or from Ramayana or from any other episodes is that dharmo rakshati rakshita. If you sustain dharma, dharma will sustain. If you sustain adharma, if you go opposite to dharma, you will be eliminated, uprooted totally. So to understand dharma, we have the Shastra. Tasmat Shastram Pramanante Karya Karya Vyavasthito. Tasmat Shastra Vidhanoktum Karma Kartum Viharasi. Bhagavad Gita clearly summarizes that what you should do in your life, what you should not do in your life, Vidhi, Nisheda, both are given in the Shastra. Dharma Shastra or Gita Shastra, which is the summary of all Shastras. Eko Shastro, Devaki Putra Gita. So in our course of these 4 months, which was only 3 months previously, but now we added 1 month for learning Sanskrit itself, assuming most of the people have not learned. Because Sanskrit is a fundamental language of representation of knowledge in the globe till the English language came for all subjects in all countries. So it's a universal language, it's a formal language, it's a knowledge representation language. It is also very close to computer science and artificial intelligence objectives of representation of knowledge. So in this course, we will be trying to cover. I designed this course. I brought most of the speakers and I deliver about 40% of the total course. We have 1 month yoga, which is practical way of life to how to live healthy and happily. Both Hatha Yoga and Raja Yoga will be covered with theory and practical aspects under the Vishwa Yoga Vidyapit, of which I am the founder. And I am assisted by my efficient colleagues, Brijbhushan Purohit and Ravi Kumar, who are the heads of the Indian Yoga Federation. And the rest 3 months, 1 month, we are going almost for the Sanskrit language. So remaining 2 months, we are covering all the major components, the highlights of Sanatana, the Vedas, Vedangas, Darshanas, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Veda Samskaras, and so on. We are very happy to have highly enlightened people like our Swamiji to advise us, and most scholarly speakers like our sister Vishalakshi Garu, who deliver erudite lectures on various topics, and so also expert speakers on various topics. And I look forward to interact with all of you. In fact, what we have seen in our past batches of this course is that our participants are themselves very knowledgeable. They are not innocent, ignorant children. They are highly knowledgeable. They are attending this course only to maybe make their knowledge further shine. And some of them became even faculty speakers for our later programs. So I welcome all the highly knowledgeable participants. You may be knowing a lot of things already, but we are going to present it in a different way. We are going to present it in a scientific way. The uniqueness of this course, which no other course in the world is offering, is a scientific approach. Or Shastra. Shastra means science. So we don't repeat blind beliefs just for the sake of parroting. Just to parrot kind of repetition is of not much use, though it has its own benefits. So enlightenment and knowledge and proof. What is scientific approach? Scientific approach is nothing but an approach which has proof in it. If you talk of anything, make a statement, if you don't have a proof for it, then that statement will become totally invalid and waste. So in our Shastras, in our Sanatana Dharma, there is no statement which has no proof, because our Sanatana Dharma is based on proof. It is not based on blind belief or superstition. Though some people may indulge in doing so because they don't have knowledge. When you don't have knowledge, you end up in blind belief. I'm sure most of you might have seen this happening with themselves or with their family members or colleagues and friends. But once you know the subject, there will be no need for the blind belief, because you know the subject, you know the reason, you know the proof. So that is the approach we are taking in this course. So I wish all of you the very best. I'm sure you will be. In fact, many of our participants in our past courses have become so knowledgeable after finishing this course that they were even delivering lectures, and some of them, if not many of them, are going more closer towards jnana and moksha, apart from shastra. So there is a higher level, jnana and mukti. So to get such an enlightened state, this course will help a lot. We also will have advanced course. So I wish you all the best. Thank you.
ధన్యవాదములండి ప్రభు గారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ ఇంట్రడ్యూసింగ్ సనాతన ధర్మ. Now I request our patron AHP Rao garu to say a few words again to all of us. You have to unmute yourself and then speak.
Okay, okay. Thank you for giving me an opportunity again. The course, as already explained by all our people, as clearly understood by you, and you all enthusiastically joined. Though 120 people are reached, but only 80 I see here. Maybe some duplicate, maybe there are 2 people, maybe there this thing, maybe about 90 people may be there in total. Out of that, then organizers to remove it, and 80 people are joined here now. So another 40 are also to be encouraged to join the class. There's one observation I make. And then the necessity of the joining this course is for the seniors to understand the realities of the vagaries that the country is facing, and the breaking India forces that are attacking the country, and the unmatured knowledge we have with us about the scriptures and the basics of that basic philosophies of our scriptures. We know everything superficially, and we just go based on our experience and based on our this thing, but not as per granthas what is written there. So what our actual scriptures say, what they deliver to us, what type of personality we should develop, how we should tackle the problems, how you tackle the personal problems, how you tackle the national problems. These are all the things are well knit and well explained in our scriptures. Unless we understand the basics of our scriptures and basics of Sanatana Dharma, we will not be able to be a good citizen of this country. Any country will be known by its culture. And we have got a very good report on our culture in seeing our past, seeing our earlier way of life of our country. Even today, if we go to villages also, the way they live, the way they think is all totally Sanatana Dharmic way only. Even the festivals, even the observation of festivals and all these things are being Sanatana Dharmic way only. Even today, after 1,000 years of invaders and the colonist rule also, even still the Sanatana Dharma is survived in this country because the great rishis have kept in our day-to-day life systems how to observation of Sanatana Dharma and the way of thinking. Even if you go to a farmer and say, what is the problem you have, and why this, how your farm, how you are going to get cultivation, etc. What is this year? What is going to happen to you? He will say everything Bhagavan Daya. Whatever work I have done, I have done. I put my seeds there, I have put my work, and I'm waiting for the Bhagavan to do these things. So that type of thinking, that type of the concepts of having concept of dharma and a concept of doing work, their work, and leaving the fruit to the God, which Bhagavad Gita says, has been totally inculcated into our systems of working thinking. But in spite of all this, our younger generations are leading to globalization or to whatever their results, and we cannot stop globalization. And it's a fact that the world has advanced very scientifically to the needs of the human beings. And we cannot say that everything is there in scriptures, but the roots of this modern science are definitely in our scriptures. That much we can confidently say. And why we are not, if the roots are there in our scriptures, the science, modern science roots are there in our scriptures, why we are not being considered as the number one in the world? Because last 1,000 years, we have been stopped for doing research. We have been attacked and we have become slavery. So because of the slavery, we always started fighting for our existence. Either you take any, right from the 12th century, 11th century onwards, right from Jai Singh and Prithviraj Chauhan, from the time onwards, till now, some king, some country, some place, we are always trying to come out of these problems of the invadership and the control, the conversions, and then these things. And many last 20 years, the Macaulay education and the removing the Sanskrit from our these things, Gurukula system of education removal, all these things are affected us, our society and way of thinking. Going away from Sanskrit is another great setback last 75 years we have faced. So with all these things, now the present generations are being attacked and being influenced by the divisive forces in the country, communist thinking in the country, and against our culture. So unless we educate our younger generations, unless we make them understand what the reality of Sanatana Dharma, we are not able to, will not be able to confidently think of our existence in future generations. So with these concepts only, we have thought of doing these courses. And then for so many years, I was thinking to start courses on Sanatana Dharma. But still, till the CSR Prabhugaru came and met me, I could not find a suitable person who can lead this, my idea. So I was struggling last 10 years to think of how to keep this, my thinking, into practice, into an actual Dharma course, Sanatana Dharma course. And when Prabhugaru has come and told me that let us start this Sanatana Dharma course, I was overwhelmed. And I thought this right person I got now to start this course. And with his blessings and with Swamini's association and VSS&VYV associations, I have conducted various courses last 2-3 years. And I welcome all of you. And as our speakers have already told, that experts are there in this panel. I know last all 4 batches I am observing, a lot of experts are there in this line, and knowledgeable people are there. And let us exchange. Let us make it as a more or less an interactive session than only one-sided approach. So with these few words, I request everybody to make a participatory session and let us enlighten ourselves. And as Sringeri Shankaracharya told, that by dharma achara, only the protection of dharma can happen. So following dharma is more important. Dharma chara is very important to come out of our problems the country is facing. So we should make our daily schedule, a routine to follow dharma, to follow the systems of living. So for that, having proper understanding of dharma and then following it. With these few words, I thank organizers for giving me opportunity again to talk on this subject. And I will be in touch with you from today to tomorrow onwards on Sanskritam classes. That will be around 10 or 14 classes are there. 10 classes are there. 10 classes are there from 14th, 13th to 27th. So these 10 classes, 10 lessons are there. Probably these 10 lessons, I'm not very sure whether I can complete those 10 lessons in these 10 classes. But I will try to do it. But nevertheless, since I am already parallelly running the Sanskrit classes, evening and morning batches also, that you can join after completion of this course. The examination will be for Sanskrit Bharati in August 24, last Sunday. So you can join my classes after this course. June end it is completing. July, August, you can join my class again. Whatever the leftovers are there in these sessions, that can be completed there, and you can be able to complete that examination in August 24. And don't leave with that Pravesha. We have to leave for Pachaya and Siksha and Kovida also, which I am running continuously last 10 years, this coaching of this Sanskritam. With these few words, I welcome you all. May good thoughts come in every direction to us, to help us to promote and protect our Sanatana Dharma. Bhadram karne vishriyam devaha bhadram pashem akshabire jatraha varchaverangai sushtuvadim sasramukhi yasema devahitum yadayu swastane indro dasravaha swastane pusha isaveda swastane staraksho arishtane om shanti 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 sarva Krishna Arpanamstu. Namaskar. Dhanyavad.
ధన్యవాదములండి ప్రభాకర్ రావు గారు. Thank you so much for your advice. Let us again thank Swamini ji and CSR Prabhu garu, Visalakshi garu for their advice, and then coming all the way to our inaugural session and blessing us with their good words. Now,
Swamiji,
I also
Swamiji would
request,
like to speak. Swamiji would like to speak, find out.
Swamini ji, you want to say a few words? Anything?
Mute.
Unmute.
Unmute, please.
I think she's.
Okay, yeah. No, I just want to say that all students that please attend this regularly, then only you will be benefited, because if 1 or 2 classes, if you miss, then you will miss the link. So it's better to have the continuous classes attending, then only it will be benefited for them. That's what I wanted to say.
Thank you. Anything else, Swaminiji?
No.
No, with the permission of everybody, firstly, I'll thank all the participants for getting up early in the morning and then getting ready and coming and patiently participating in this function. Now, with the permission of all of you, we will close the session. Vishalakshi garu, Chaval Vishalakshi garu, can you?
There are some questions. Do we need to answer them? There are some questions are there.
Okay.
Will there
Question-
be any material that we can print and refer in the future? So we have to answer them. Or maybe in the first session you can do that?
Yeah, we will do
take it
that
up
as the sessions keep
subsequently
going.
after the class.
Okay.
After the class, after Janaganamana, we will have interaction with the organizers. So that on every day it will be there. So this is a continuous process. So Chaval Vishalakshi garu, would you like to do prarthana, please?
ॐ स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथ्वी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधनाः सधनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतं सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान् मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु स्वस्ति.
ధన్యవాదములండి చావల్ విశాలాక్షి గారు. Now let us request Challa Chittibabu garu to sing national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद
Jai Hind.
जय हिंद.
Jai Hind. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.